Hey, what up everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you. Tomorrow night, WWE Network, Money in the Bank, exclusive. Maybe it's not exclusive. Maybe that was just the Elimination Chamber. Maybe this one's on pay-per-view or not. But all I know is I'm paying $9.99. I want to know what you guys are thinking. With the past, I guess it would be 6 weeks, we've gotten, basically the King of the Ring. We've got Payback. We've got Elimination Chamber. We got... we've just got a whole truckload of shows. I mean, for basically, I think this span has gone over 2 months. So for $20, we've gotten like 4 to 5 special shows. I honestly, as a wrestling fan, I'm looking forward to a little bit of a break. I'm looking forward, I don't know when the next pay-per-view Battleground is going to be. I'm hoping that we get the average 4-week build up into the pay-per-view. It's not so much that I don't want to give up my Sunday every other week for these special shows, and in some cases like the King of the Ring was held on a Tuesday. It's just too much, too fast, and it doesn't seem like we're really building to anything. It's almost as if like they've made a second show like SmackDown mean something, and it's like you're back to watching 2 shows again. And nothing is really coming out of this. I mean, we've got, WWE, championship matches on these last shows, and the Elimination Chamber. We had 2 chamber matches. But honestly, it just seems like they're hitting us so fast with so many things that nothing really matters in the long run. I mean, Elimination Chamber, if it didn't have the John Cena versus Kevin Owens match, I don't think that it would have been that memorable of a show that you would even count it as a real, pay-per-view. Money in the Bank, it's got, I guess he's got 7 matches if you include the pre-show match. Lots of them really don't matter. You can blow through them pretty fast. I'm picking King Barrett to beat R-Truth in the kickoff. Divas Championship match, I got Nikki retaining one more time, beating Paige, and then we'll move on from there. Intercontinental Championship, I got Ryback beating Big Show. WWE Tag Team Champions, I made a mistake in the match when I talked about this match on my full show preview. I said that it was probably going to be Kofi Kingston and Biggie Langston going up against the Primetime Players with Xavier Woods on the outside. That would be pretty dumb of the New Day, seeing how Kofi Kingston is involved in the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. So obviously, they're probably going to go with Xavier Woods and Biggie Langston, with Kofi saving himself for the semi main event. You got to take a New Day to keep the titles in that one. And then from there, you go to the 3 matches that everybody cares about. Cena versus Owens was probably the one match that anybody cared about during the last show. Honestly, in my mind, I just think of the way WWE does booking these days, and it's, one guy wins 1 month, next guy wins the next month, and then they give us the payoff, the match that really matters after the 3rd month. And you've seen these guys go back and forth on Raw and SmackDown, as well as your pay-per-view matches, that you just really don't care about that feud anymore. By the time the 3rd month, you're just praying that this is the last match you're going to have, and it's going to be over. They're calling this the biggest the most anticipated rematch in WWE history. Honestly, in my mind, I think Cena's going to get the win over Owens. I think everybody's always remember the first match with Owens got the win over that. And if they really wanted to make this an anticipated rematch, they should have gave some breathing room in between these 2 matches. 2 weeks doesn't seem like that much of a build to it. The match was announced by the time the pay-per-view even ended last month. They were already going back to Cena versus Owens without even a reason for it, and Cena coming out and asking for it, or Owens bragging about it and running his mouth about it. Just bam, 2 weeks, Money in the Bank, Owens versus Cena rematch. Kind of dumb. From there, we'll go to the Money in the Bank contract ladder match. A lot of people are picking Roman Reigns from watching a lot of prediction videos. Honestly, in my mind, Roman Reigns is going to win the championship someday, and when he does win it, it's not going to be because of a Money in the Bank briefcase. So I'm not going with Roman to get the win here. My second pick, my favorite to win it, except from who my favorite guy is, whatever it is, Dolph Ziggler is my sort of closet guy to win this. I know that they've been trying to find a way to move him up, and if he doesn't win it, I don't know if it's ever going to happen. This guy could be the lifelong Intercontinental Champion from here on out, but sort of now or never with this guy. With the ups and downs that we've seen from him, Intercontinental Champion. We've seen him, as a part of the Team Cena deal. He was the one who got the win for Team Cena, and that was supposed to be like a groundbreaking thing for him, and that was at Survivor Series back in November. And since then, he hasn't really been climbing the ladder at all. My pick is Kofi Kingston to get this done. I want to be the one guy picking Kofi when Kofi actually gets the job done. And, the match in Japan, Kofi versus Brock has to happen for a reason. And I think it's because Kofi's going to have the Money in the Bank briefcase. And basically Brock's going to be trying to kick his ass in order to get that briefcase away from him so he can get a rematch and get his championship back as soon as he can. WWE World Heavyweight Championship ladder match is going to be Seth Rollins going up against Dean Ambrose. In this match, honestly, you got to go with Rollins. It's the easiest pick. Rollins versus Brock, Rollins versus Reigns. Those are the matches that people are caring about right now. And putting the belt on Ambrose is, making a guy seem legitimate. But honestly, with his surprise, we'll put quotes up, victory last month, with the short title reign that he had before being stripped because the referee called for a disqualification. I think that gave a lot of faith to him, because I remember honestly being like, there's no way in the world he's going to win this match. And within a minute, he had won the match and he was running around with the title, and I was eating my words. But we'll see what goes down. I'm picking Rollins to win this match. I think this honestly has a good way of having a last 3 really good matches. Like I said, the first 4, I don't really see any of those matches really surprising me. Maybe Nikki versus Paige pulls it out, but we'll have to see where we go from there. Not really a lot that I care about, but the Money in the Bank briefcase always really does bring a lot of excitement to the summer months of WWE, with somebody having a chance to become champion on any show. Raw, SmackDown, house show, pay-per-view. You always have to be thinking about that briefcase and when it comes into play.